Bitcoin is breaking down right now, and in this exact video I will be talking about where Bitcoin is heading towards next, the price targets, and in overall the current trend that we're looking at for Bitcoin. What is the next significant move? Where will we find support? And more importantly, we are currently seeing a continuation of the losing momentum structure. So make sure to pay attention towards this next signal that is getting created right now. So don't forget to slap up that like button. Can we once again smash it back above 600? That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term. And on the 1 hour time frame for Bitcoin, we can clearly see that we're still trading in a downtrend, like I have been saying for the past. So you can clearly see Bitcoin is forming lower highs together with lower lows, what is of course a signal of a downtrend. Currently, since we broke below the previous low, what I want to see for a continuation trend of this current ongoing trend is basically a retest of this range right here. If Bitcoin is going to see a recovery phase and bounces back to the 23,000 US dollars, sees a rejection from off that point onwards, then I expect it's likely to see an even further continuation towards the downside. Plus, on top of that, it's actually a very interesting shorting target for Bitcoin overall. You can currently see a big previous support got broken, and currently, yeah, if we're really going to retest it, it's actually going to provide us a very good short entry, because what you do if you're trading Bitcoin is that you always trade with the trend, and currently the trend is significantly downwards, so I am actually still looking for new shorting positions. Like I've been saying, I have been bearish on Bitcoin for quite a while already, not purely because of the 1 and 4 hourly downtrend, but also because of this 2-day time frame where you can clearly see that Bitcoin is actually losing momentum, right? Bitcoin is forming somewhat of a rounding top. It's forming a losing momentum structure, and I've been calling and saying this for already such a significant while, and currently we can once again see that the prediction I've been making is coming out here. You can see also very well, if I am opening up the RSI, that on the daily time frame we've been creating insane bearish divergences, and currently, yeah, they're just really playing out right now. So it's important to pay attention towards the market structure, and so far the market structure is not looking good on the higher time frames, and on the 4 hourly time frame we actually broke down of the symmetrical triangle. The symmetrical triangle's got a price target a little bit lower than we currently are, but if I'm really going to be looking about where Bitcoin, its dump is going to stop, I should be looking at horizontals. And if I look at horizontals, I can clearly see on this chart right here as well, is that this previous high and the previous low right here is currently where Bitcoin is finding support at. So I honestly think it's likely that we're going to be finding significant support around $22,000. If we will really break below it, that could be a signal that Bitcoin is actually also flipping up the bigger trend around. Because if I'm zooming out here and really say, okay, but the 4 hourly time frame is in a bigger perspective still in an uptrend, right? Of course, this is in downtrend, but on the bigger perspective, you can see right here that we're still trading in an uptrend. Yes, until we break below that orange box. So if we break below the orange box, then really I should even start to get worried even more about the price action of Bitcoin. Right now, it's already not looking strong, but especially at the point where Bitcoin breaks below that orange box, that is the point where it would really start to worry for Bitcoin. So yeah, we broke down of the symmetrical triangle. If I remove these lines, you can clearly still see that on the bigger perspective, you could see it also on the 12-hour time frame. We are creating higher low after higher low, so far still in higher low. So technically speaking, we're still in an uptrend on the 12-hour time frame, only I don't really like to approach it like that, but I want to be pointing out that currently, officially, we are not flipping around the trend until we really break below $22,000 with a confirmed 12-hourly candle close. So yeah, on the 4 hourly time frame, I've been saying that this previous support target was a very good level to short. I did shorted it, only managed to take out $1,000 in profit, but I clearly was right again what was about to be happening next for Bitcoin. So yeah, you can clearly see previous support flips into resistance. That is just how you should trade Bitcoin. Also looking at this other horizontal chart for Bitcoin, you can clearly see that we are actually right now breaking below this key big important level of support that provided significant amount of support in the past, and currently you can see that we're trading below it. So if we retest it, it's going to act as resistance. So this is actually not really a good thing for Bitcoin, and if we can't really break back above 22.7 to 22.8k, it could potentially provide into flip into resistance, and that could result in a bigger rejection for Bitcoin towards another level down, somewhere around 21,000 US dollars. It is not looking good for Bitcoin right now. The trend is overly bearish on the imminent short term, and it is just not looking good. Of course, for me to flip bullish again on Bitcoin, there need to be a lot of things shifting around right now. We need to be flipping back above this range right here. We need to flip this range right here back into support as well. But as long as we're not seeing that, I should stay bearish on Bitcoin. Currently with my trade, I have been looking in some profits here, left and right. With my shorting position, it's already closed, but it was definitely a very fast move towards the downside. Well, in fact, the S&P 500 didn't move down at all. So it was a pure Bitcoin shakeout. But yeah, these things are important. I've been saying it. I really think that there is a signal on these higher time frames, on the daily time frame as well. We can clearly see there has been a losing momentum structure. There's been losing momentum on the tops, creating somewhat of a rounding top on the top side. However, right now as well, I need to be pointing out this next signal that is potentially starting to get created, because Bitcoin is right now still finding support on its daily uptrend on the wicks. You can see, boom, one touch, second touch, third touch. We touch this level again. I think currently we're going to be looking at the trend line in general for Bitcoin, that this is the most important trend line to be looking at. Because as long as we're holding up towards this level right here, we're actually looking quite fine. And actually, if you're looking closely, you can see that Bitcoin is maybe potentially even creating an ascending broadening wedge here. An ascending broadening wedge is a typical bullish bias pattern, so there could still be bullish momentum getting forward for Bitcoin. But for me to really say, okay, right now Bitcoin is going to go up, I need to see that 4-hourly time frame shift around. I need to see these levels getting broken, and I need to see a higher high, higher low structure getting created. As long as that is not happening, I'm not going to flip bullish on Bitcoin, but I'm definitely going to keep my eyes wide open on the charts right now here. Of course, 25k is the level to break, but if we really break daily support trend right here, that is the point where I would really start to worry that we could even see a retracement back towards levels of $18,000. And yes, I am saying it, there is still a possibility that Bitcoin is going to come down to $18,000–$19,000 for Bitcoin. There is still a possibility that that could happen. So make sure that you're prepared for everything. I'm not saying that it is actually likely to happen, but if we break this level right here, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a move like this, right? And then a move back towards the upside. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So make sure to be prepared for everything. That's currently also, I've been saying it yesterday, this signal is currently officially flashing. The 3-day MACD bearish cross, like you can see right here, is officially flashing right now here. And this is definitely not a good signal to be having in the market, because historically speaking, once the signal flashed, it flashed right here. It flashed right here. It flashed right here on the exact ultimate for Bitcoin. It flashed right here. It flashed right here. And basically it's flashing again. And you can clearly see what happened in history. Once the 3-day MACD flips bearish, it usually tends to indicate there's going to be some more bearish price action for Bitcoin. So make sure to take this serious. This is an important signal to pay attention towards, and currently it's flipping bearish. Maybe it's going to be very short, just like here, where we basically had the bearish crossover, that dump, and then the recovery back towards the upside. That will be absolutely amazing. But currently, we don't know. We don't know how it's going to be playing out, but this is definitely a signal where everyone should pay attention towards. Anyways, this is it for me on today's update video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to slap up that like button. I'm here to tell you what I'm going to be doing next. Of course, for my trade, I really have to wait and see the market develop. You're never going to be trading Bitcoin after it's dumped significantly, and you're basically waiting for a direction from off this point. So what I'm waiting for right now here to open up my next trade is either move back so I can short it, or dump down so I can long it on big support. So I'm going to be looking at that after this video as well. And in the Telegram, Twitter, or YouTube even, I will share you guys my analysis and the way how I will be trading Bitcoin. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.